Kan vi få drengene til at sætte sig ned og holde godt niveau? Så I skal holde bolden og se mig. Har alle fået en kop kaffe? Vi bruger mikrofonen, ikke så meget fordi vi synes det er sejt, mikrofoner og sådan, men fordi vi prøver at filme det, og jeg tror det er nemmere at høre, hvis der er mikrofon på. And I will do a quick intro in English afterwards as well. But first in Danish, I need to talk about it first, so that you don't understand what I'm saying. One second. Så vi har fået meget, meget fint besøg. For et par måneder, 3 måneder siden fik vi en henvendelse om, at der var muligt at få nogle meget dygtige træner herover. Først og fremmest til at lave en camp. Sådan lidt begge veje. De vil gerne over at se niveauet og arbejde med nogle danske spillere. Og måske vil de også gerne tjene lidt penge. Og så tænkte de efter lidt litauisk koncept omkring, at man inviterer spillere til en camp, som er mestendels finansieret af sponsorer. Så inviterer man de bedste, og de er ikke lige for at komme, og så kører man camps på den måde. Det vil vi gerne prøve at lave i Danmark også her til at starte, så betaler man for at være med. Måske om et år eller 2 kan vi lave det, så det er en ren invitationskamp. De her drenge virker hverken som om, det er sjovt, og gerne vil komme tilbage igen. So we have three very interesting coaches from Lithuania, and then Evgenio from, some of you know, from Portugal. And we want to try and make a clinic where we talk about youth development from both the, of course, fundamental individual, but also from a team concept perspective. So not just teaching them how to pass and shoot and dribble, but also how to play basketball. And then this guy left to me says, well, when you're under 10, it's the only thing you have to do, dribble and pass and shoot in this order. But I think you also have to learn how to play and also what not to do when you work with the young kids. So Darius is going to be our first speaker. He's from the, in a minute. Okay. But he works at the academy in Lithuania and he works with the little boys right now. Then afterwards we will have, I'm struggling with the names. We just call him Vytautas, he will talk about, so what's the next step after the under 10? So he's been working a lot with our under 12 boys and girls for this camp. Then we will have Evgenio to talk about maybe under 14, and now it starts to be more like team concepts, passing and moving. And then finally we will have Kasis try and round it off and talk about in general, team concepts, but also the Lithuanian, what should we call it, the style of play and what you are aiming for. We will have hopefully some interesting discussion, because this is something that you are also discussing at the moment in Lithuania about changing. So what should we do different in the future? So, Darius first. See if you put this on your head. And you put this. The other way. Yes, you're right.
This way.
Excellent.
Yes. Very nice to see you. Hello everybody, coaches, my colleagues, guests of the camp. Let me introduce myself. My name is Darius Sirtautas. I am from Kaunas, Lithuania. I'm working right now in the Sabonis Basketball Center. Formerly was a professional player. So what I'm doing now, I have a 2007 generation in a school in a center. So also I do like an individual skill coach. The all 15, 14, 13. That's all I think. We got some professional former players young. So that's all what I'm doing right now. So what can I? I'm not actually prepared, but I can share just what I'm doing right now with the my kids. Now we made a good selection in 5, 6 years, we lost a lot of kids in our school. In our case, because of migration, many kids have left from Lithuania, and also we have what problem that we have by basketball academies or basketball school in Kaunas. Kaunas is two small cities, so it's too small for five basketball schools. And so then if 10 years or 8 years ago we had a generation, for example, when we selected for one generation about 200 to 150 kids. So 2 years ago we had just 10, 15, 20. So we can imagine what happened with our center. So and then we start to work with the kindergarten. Now it's a new style. That's like how we decided to build up to work with selection and get back in the initial position. So we sent like in a kindergarten and start with the selection. And then the first year I succeed with my colleagues and we get now 80 kids. So I have 2007 generation, 80 kids. Now, and this is to compare what we had 8 years ago. So now you can see that it's actually better than 20, but if you compare with 250, it's not so well. So, and what I can share with you, that's it. We are practicing this now is 2 years, and what I'm teaching, what is my philosophy is not mine. That's all of you. What we want to see, good skills, good abilities, basketball fundamentals. So all my idea, what they want to see in a former player, to see them good balance, good footwork, with hands, agility, that stuff. What all we want to see, what is my imagination about the player, what they want to see in the future. So, what they use, I have 3 practices per week. And I split them in 3 groups. In every group, in each group, I have 24 kids. And we started this year to play in a city league. It's so hard, experience. But we are Lithuanians. We have pressure from the peers, from the concurrence in the city, so we need to play. If you're not going to play, the peers bring your child to another school. So we are fighting for every kid. So what they noticed, I can share with from 80 kids, for example, I applied for the play, a list of 20 players. So, but actually, you can imagine that they cannot play in this age. So it's maybe 10 of them that are able to drive the board, maybe about pass, that execution of one pass. So this is just, it's not basketball. But as I mentioned before, we need to do this. So if I would like to know, what I noticed that from 80 kids, now I can see just future is so element to guess so strict, so maybe 10, 8. So we need, I consider it, we need to 200, 300 kids at least to make good selection. So and that's everything what I do. I said, for example, 3 practice per week. You can imagine it's 25. It's too many. But every practice we can waste time for the play, for tax and hunters and police and thieves. These games, actually those games are not working, but we want to see and create and build the skills of the players. So what they do, that's fundamental. Dribbling. Now in dribbling I use this one, tennis balls, balance, all that, what's full of YouTube. That's full of this exercise, drill, the same as, because they are not so able to execute so well. So maybe 5 or 5, 6 players who can shoot 2 steps layup from the left, from the weak hand. So we can imagine what the day and whatever. So it's, we're not used to, yes, my colleague said that we are not to use mini baskets. We start with normal size. So we can, so it's about shooting, that all the shooting what they do in practice, that's very simple. Maybe I can show it because I don't want to waste time. I know what. Wait. Come, two. Yes, you can imagine. They are. You can recognize they are bigger. No, okay, 2 kids. Oh, that's it. That's very simple exercises, and we finish because what they do with them is about shooting. That's when they drill, but actually I teach them, how to properly execute and to put in a good position, the stance, to build, good proper footwork, and to make the 2 steps layer. Just very simple. Yes, I put them in position, that they must stay in a low position. That's this point between the legs, touch with the ball the point, for example. Let's see from this side. That's the ball. Turn the body and take a glance on the rim, and just start with the, of course, left side, left leg, and just 1, 2, guide the ball, protect the ball, and of course make a leg. That's right. That's very simple, because we have no more. Please stay. We have, for example, I put them in every basket, just simple exercise, right? But they want to touch, for example, you see this, they're shooting, yes, proper. Low stance, yes. Turn your feet, for example, protect the ball, yes. On first step, yes, protect the ball, then execute. 1, 2, shoot. And go again back, drive the ball. No. With this way. Just take. Okay. 1, 2, shoot. Drive the ball. Stand again. 1, 2, shoot. Take the ball. Take again. That's right. Couple shots. So that's all what they can execute right now in this age. In what? Take a right. Right side. Please go. Couple shots. We can recognize immediately. It's okay. How they can execute. Yes, please shoot. Go. 1, 2. Yes. Yes, and about 50 kids, they can execute right hand layer properly well. Please go. Couple shots. Yes. 1, 2. That's very simple, yes, as you see. 1, 2. That's all our shooting, yes? And of course, not all, but after that, after dribble shots. I will show later. Good. Okay, left side. Now from inside always. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Stance, of course, with the low. Okay. That's all the rest of it, please. No, from the side, from good. Okay, everybody get basketball. Okay. I should know that later there was. Okay, guys. Take positions on every corner. Now I will show how we do, how we are improving our footwork on the cones. We like that we're doing the same cone drills a lot. But okay, let's first go one by on ladders. So what we can execute, actually in 2 practice, we're doing a lot of every practice. Dribbling, passing, finishing, and games, catching games. We like catching games with the dribbling. So how we improve, for example, I can on Fridays in a 3rd practice, I always do like stations. I make 25, 26, 30 stations. with aerobical steps, ladders, a lot of points, and they are doing 8, 12 seconds of each, and then we're moving around. After every station, they make 3 push-ups, and it takes 30, 35 minutes. And they are doing 2 basketballs, tennis balls, and every station, for example, tennis balls, they are tossing balls, they are driving, pushing the basketball, they are doing, for example, okay, come here. And I can show you what they can do in this age. Yeah, for example, they are doing they can drive, they follow me, stay behind me, come fast. Yeah, we start with simple exercises, you know, like a example. Yes, good. Now make it pass. Next go. Yes, come guys. They don't understand, yes? Come. Hey, come. Hey, tell them. Yes, take do 1 ball, 1. Okay, see, let's be wait, you understand. Okay. That's 1 time. That's right. Yes? And now you can I want just, you know, I want to imagine what they can execute right now in the stage with 2 balls. It's one of the stage, but they, so this way by improving color football go. Yes, I asked for those stands. As you see, you know, immediately can recognize to compare my 8 years. It's all there, I guess, how many? 12. Yes, it's 3 years different. And they, my guys, for example, and I don't want to play, they are doing properly excellent. Go. Okay, make pass. Go, 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 go. Go next one. Yes, you see, I push him to the low stance. Of course, okay, everybody try one time, try. Go. Yes, just be low, guys, be low. Okay, go. Yes, like that, go. Okay, hey, let's move from this side. Yes, come, please stay behind me. And next one, not so many, you know, of times I don't want to know to teach him to the jab steps, not so many. Just couple options is enough. And next one, I put this one, alternating, for example, yes. This and 2 options, I guess, is enough. Go. Yes, for example, hey, 2 feet inside, outside, inside. Yes, that's right. Alternating. Good. So, maybe 20, 25, 50 kicks, they are doing excellent right now. With 2 baskets. Okay, now what they're doing with the cones, usually, but I ask them, before, of course, I teach them pivoting drills. Pivot stands and pivot, of course, triple threat. Position, pivoting, follow me. Yes, for this, for example, first. Yes, go. After that, I pass back, or with 2 balls, doesn't matter. That's good. I want to make him to low stance and a little bit spread the legs. Go. Left hand. Yes, good. Go. 1 time. Yes, this motion should be more natural. Go. Yes, go. Yes, very good. Good. Okay. Then, you know what they teach him, what they want to teach them, of course, cross step and open step. So what we do, also with not so many, but of course with I like to then push you so hard, put the ball, for example, and execute only this one, cross step. Cross all the time, yes? Cross steps.
And they are doing this, why I shown this exercise, because they are doing perfect this exercise. Perfect footwork, perfect basketball high, so what we can do. That's right. No, cross. Look, cross. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and all the time push the ball. Yes, you see, and now it's not easy to execute. Yes, it's not easy. Go. Yes. You see how they are confusing, if they have no experience, kids have no understanding about what's going on. Good. Okay, it's a cross step. For example, some of them can do this open step with the bumping. Open. Yes, and they can recognize this. Okay, don't do this. And you know, what else I like, of course, this then we do the jab steps. I'm trying to make it to this jab what we need in basketball. Jab and go. Jab, thread and go. So I'm using usually points for this. Yes, step in. Yes, step in. And put the ball on every step. Right. Yes. Don't jump, yes. Second thing, and go around, grab the ball. Good. Jab steps, so also in front, you know, this one, front jab that they do, but everything is about, you know, I teach them to listen to the footwork, like a train going, yeah? They like the sound, try it one time. Right, you know what we want when we play, to jab, yes, and go like jab. Yes, guide the ball, protect the ball, yes, and do the jab step, and just proper footwork. That's right. Yes, you see they are jumping, and as I mentioned before, not so easy to execute. Okay, just one time and done. You get no time. Okay, this bone drills, you know a lot of them, you know, and then more and more, if I see I growing with them, if I see that they could make it, they are able to do, I give more and more than what we, you know, my imagination of this woodwork, then be able to execute all the jab steps and motions, you know, and fakes. It depends on our feet. For example, next slide, they do this one between the legs, but they are not cannot execute this. Okay, they take positions and do also again show what we can. No, these exercises I don't want to show you exercises. I show what they are able to do right now in this age. Yes, I am considering they are not so many, but. No, also this drills like inside out, this one, this drills, you know, this most popular drills, a lot of full of internet. It depends, you know, who is doing and what you ask for to do. Okay, then, of course, every practice before we catch, before the game, we start to stationary, you know, to stand, bumping, ball bumping, stay in good stance. Now I teach him execute, for example, yes, every move. Yeah, before we go to shoot from 2 steps layer. Like they position, protect the ball, and they know it's a high. We set a high ball dribble levels, it's a high level control, and low level dribble. So we start with the bumping, go. When we finish always, so they know how to live again. Good, left a little bit. Let's go. Okay, just for you, I want you to imagine that you know all those exercises. Then don't do guys, just a show. No. Bye. And this I like to ask for the sound. What else we're doing? This, you know, this most popular like come together. Come. Stand. Two players, two basketballs. Okay, come two. Then you know, the most popular drills or exercises with just give them two basketballs. Yes. Also with the footwork, give it to me, what you did in Atlantis. I ask you to walk, yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, then I do it, yes. 2, 1, push, go, pass, lift, pass, and many options, you know what you could. Please, you can get small. Okay, try. Look guys. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just walk. Just 2 balls. Go. Ready? Go. No. Do the 2 baskets. As you see, many of yes. Okay, pass. The pass again. Pass to your teammate. Don't do this. Just pass. I just want to show that. Okay. This right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't practice everything about proper stance, proper footwork, proper body position, and of course I'm not talking about this, so it's obviously. Okay, now, and of course 2 kinds, I usually teach them 2 kinds, is to put your ball, 2 balls, and of course alternate. This way, try this way, alternate. Yes, and passing, many kinds of bad balls. Or passes from close situation, close distance. Okay, thank you. Good, easy. Come back to the points. Everybody gets basketballs. Then, of course, change direction. Now, of course, we are first introduced, and then now we are running them, and they know how to change direction. So how I teach them, of course, not so. We start to go together. It's a simple frame, yes, that's what we, all of us, we use a lot in our practices. So we are teaching also this is all the education or stutter steps. You know what is this? Yes, extend the leg and cross the ball from right to the left. Come back, position. Yes, left hand. I whistle again. They sprint. Stutter, yes, step outside, cross, go again, and so this way I'm teaching this one, I will cross over under the knee. Please go, up and down. Yes. Yes, and they know, if they confuse, they can punch down up there. Go. Yes, as you see, it's gap. So if you miss or make a mistake, same as in a game. If you mistake, you are losing or get one of that. Okay, now this way I use a lot for even for teaching. So this is what was the next. So of course crossover between the leg. Next one, for example, you know, this one behind the back. Spin. If I teach them spin, I put in a zigzag exercises, so also they can do spin. Yes, spin. I need to touch the floor, for example. Spin, then change. Okay, between the leg, behind the back, and one spin. Go. Between the legs. Spin. Yeah. To do this passing drills. See, come two players with one ball. Versus time. That's last drill to show what I like drills. How we're teaching passing, for example. go. For the insect comes up the ball. Yes, face it to your friends. You know, that's a very popular situation. I just always put, you know, this dribble situation and pivoting. Also, as I teach, you know, this way, like with a closeout zone as well. You know. So, what we do, so, make a, they are not, they cannot execute so many passes. They step to the side and one can just push pass. Like, and they are running triangle, they are going close out before they pass in between. They are doing this one, all that crossovers, and then we moving together passing with a dribble, and so actually, after that, I let them go or use all the court with a high speed, one move, and you know, I think it's.
Boys, you can sit. So I think we will take some questions.
Yes.
I have a question first. So 18 players in 2007.
It's 78.
I think we can only imagine how nice that would be.
Yes. But you know, I'd like to see it then more. Yes. Please.
So, question. So you talked a lot about fundamentals and of course working with that age. That's the basic. But you have how long practice? 1 hour?
1 hour.
1 hour?
One and a half.
So how do you split the practice in terms of how much time you work on this and how much
Yes, it's the first year, you know, I spent a lot of time for discipline. So I could just, you know, get 25. It was first practice 28, 30, so I put 15, average should have a point, like in art, very strict, average should, you know, stance, listen, and this most popular exercises without the ball, just to build discipline. So I spent all the year. Now they are listening. They understand every whistle, every, you know, if they make a mistake, I'm not listening. I punish them, of course, by use many ways. So now this next year we start to do this. Now we don't need. So actually we do many in the beginning of practice. This stretching, of course, with the ball stretching, drifting, splitting, stands and pivoting drills, like for the shed, cross steps up without the ball. And then we go with the passes. Then this takes 10 minutes, for example, passing 10 minutes, and then a lot of dribbling, many kinds, stationary games, catching games in the dribbling, 1 ball, 2 ball, then go football, with and you know, then we start to make a give and go situation. Give and go, and of course all the steps, the 2 steps there, that's all what we do with the shooting guard as I did before the session. And of course 1-on-1. 10-15 minutes and we practice on day 1-on-1, and 1 time per week I give him to build that, to say emotionally, and give him to play 2-on-2. Shell game, 2-on-2, 2-on-2, 2-on-2. I split the board, you know, the best players, for example, like captain a group 25, that's then able to play, and make 4 teams to play. They play 2-on-2, 2-on-2. They play 5-on-5, 5-on-5, 5-on-5. They just enjoy playing. They play rugby, not basketball. So it's actually all the time.
Okay, can you elaborate? They play rugby and not basketball.
You know, I see that some kids, they are not cannot that information. They don't understand what you're talking about. Some of them, no, they are, you know, they want to learn basketball. Some of them just want to see what's going on. They have time when I try to play, they are not able to listen to what they're finding from the kids. The question is better because they have no prepared, you know, I don't know actually, because I just, you know, trying to share what they do right now. So, I'm responsible in the school. I got 2007, my generation, but all of my colleagues, they are, you know, they
help me to select, because with the selection now we're trying to work all the coaches and sensing.
So you don't take any plans?
I knew less of this is from that now. It's a school, it's a stealing way we are very fighting in the city, but they are so young. But of course I can. So now we are just making simple selection full time. They have free to choose the school, and later we now are talking very much about selection, so getting players from the cities and from the schools. But my class, my job, I'm always responsible to the players in the city and Lithuania, and just then I give a list for my director or the people who are responsible for selection in the center. I just put the name on the list, and they try to get these boys in the school. Because I cannot go for myself.
So I think that there's a huge difference between Denmark and clubs. It's not a school. It's a club and we recruit from.
But it also is a bus, hospital center, it's private school, it's a private center, I have to, it's for school, it doesn't matter. We have developed like for one system, it's a one hospital center, then Jalgi is gone like that. Top of the system is Jalgi. So actually we're working for Jalgi. But they are to choose without anything, without they want. What do you mean? Yes, they are, for example, they start, 7 years old, we are announced a selection, for example, they're, they're coming, they should be back again, and we are now so simple, that's everywhere. And now, they're not coming, we are going to get them from the kindergarten, because this is so tight, that situation. So, and we consider it as the most important thing during the year. Now we can see that we lost the position and the selection, and now in 10 years we have no any talent, and we see our basketball, have the same as the women, as we go now. So it's a movement, all attention will be for selection. It's exactly, and so we are talking to this one. Discipline is
but in percentage, how much more level for defense, offense, or puberty?
In this, we say, like, of course, it can sit, but it's offense and defense. Defense, what we get talk about defense, the 50 of, 70%, they cannot recognize steps, footwork or slides, what is a slide step. How they can play defense without slide. So we're teaching a lot, for example, slide steps. And the situation of they play one-on-one, and they see they cannot recognize what is the defense, what they ask us to close the penetration, what we want to know. So I just adapt to them what they're able to do right now. So they give it. And the next day I see they can do this. So I give them more. So defense, of course, I'm talking about defense and offense, everything. Actually, all the practice, same. Pivoting, stand up, dribbling, passing, and then 15 minutes, 20, 25, 15 minutes one-on-one, and two, and 4 on 4, sometimes one times per week. That's not the difference. That's what I can. Concept, that. See how much time I spend.
Do you have any kids that are very, very low in skill with basketball? When you get them, it sounds like they maybe have played somewhere already, or It seems like the level is going to be a little bit higher, but you also working with kids that don't
Yes,
have.
then, you know, so next year it's a plan to separate them. It's to split now. I have three groups, 25, 25, 25, and now I see 20, 10 or 15 are able to, to drive, but they can play. Already we played in city championship, so I know exactly who can, So next year is a first, but of course we cannot, to make teams. If I make, for example, like we can recognize, oh, they are best, yes. So what we should do, they can leave, so we don't want them to, so it's a problem, how to make the separation, that, to divide the best, average, actually we need much, second year, and it's also a history in the school, so we have to try to level. Simple,
So when you say you go and play the CPH, are you get a bonus if you win, or what is your objective?
Objective to improve the skills, improve the players, and recognize the best players, talents, and abilities of the players. Let's say that to let they play, because in our age we don't have the city championship. It's too long. We have in 2006. They started with the city championship. The same objective.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Darius.
Well, thank you.
So I think we go straight, and then we'll take a break after the next one. I guess it's fair to say that working with at this young age, it's like 80%. It's the basics, fundamentals. Probably not a surprise to a lot of us, but compared to probably some of the time we invest in playing games and getting ready for the next match and getting ready for the next tournament, it's interesting to hear that you can actually have 80 kids and you can do fundamentals 90% of the time, and you play a little bit towards the end. I think that's a very big difference from, or maybe it is, I don't know, but it's not my experience that you can get away with that. So next up is you can present yourself.
Awesome. Hey everybody, once again. Guys, I'll ask you to put your email in because I'll send you what is required for 12-year-olds to be in this top skills form, I would say. Okay? And you will have a guide. And you will have a guide where you can follow what do you want to do with your kids during the season, during the off season. Okay? In the young, I'm still young, but saying in the young days when I started just coaching individually, I had the toughest time to picking up what do I need to do for this workout, for this practice, because there's so much we can do. You agree with me? And sometimes it's like analysis paralysis. You're getting into this so much that you're like getting kind of freeze. Like, what do I do? So when I got this guide, like, how much time do you spend for the practice? How much time do you spend for passing? How much time do you spend for 2-on-2 or the spacing and timing and stuff like that? So if you put your email, I will send you all that list, okay, with how much time you need to spend on what. I think it will be helpful. I get my information just like everybody else from the internet, okay? Because there's nothing new under the sun, right? Everybody knows everything right now. The internet is giving us the opportunity. So I'm going to share all that I've collected, mostly from those guys that I consider my, I don't know how to say, the guys that I look up to. Those are the big names. So I put their names in. My battery is only at 7%, so you kind of can get a look. You might put a notice or take a picture with your phone. What should you look for? Because those are the good names. It's, actually, one of the guys, it's Kevin Sutton, is the guy that I played for in the United States. I've been there for 6 years. And he is very big in the young kids and up to the college development. And what he does, you hear me well, right? I don't know if you
But it's better if we're on things because of the video.
Okay. Copyright videos, you have that? Sign waves? I don't know how to put it right. I guess it will be okay. So, yes, Kevin Sutton is one of those names, and you can find some of his videos on YouTube, you can find his DVDs on championship production, and I encourage you to invest in yourself. Let me ask you this, how many of you do something else besides teaching basketball? Who has a job? I figured it out. So, you have to split half and maybe more to the what you do for the career, and then this is like a hobby. So I had to do this as well. I had to do the job and I had to do basketball, and it's tough. So I know what you feel. So I'm trying to make it as much easy for you in your career as a basketball coach as possible, because showing some drills, it's okay, but you know, I'll show you a few drills, you'll do them, and then it's going to be, again, like dry land. You'll be like, well, what should I do next? Because there's no continuation. So I'll just kind of elaborate on those names that I put in there. It's a quote that just received recently from my coach. He said, the best teachers are those who study their whole life. So you have to be like a student for the entire life. You have to learn, you have to teach yourself over and over again. Even right now, I put myself in the player's shoes. I go through the daily workouts. I really put myself through the strict routine when I have to come in and do the things that the basketball player does. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. I would encourage you to pick up the basketball sometimes and really try to get on that free throw line and try to make 10 free throws in a row. And see how that feels. And you will go through that path that the player does. Because sometimes we demand so much because it seems so easy to us that we forget that those are just the kids that they're just trying to learn. So what can we do to make them learn more easily and more and faster? We just have to be more positive and within ourselves. We really have to find something that will lead us in this life. Well, for me, my story is my mom was pregnant in the 4th month and she was still playing basketball. So when I was growing up, even when I was 5 years old, she had already a vision for me that you're going to be a basketball player. So I didn't even know what the basketball was, but she already said you're going to be playing. So my destiny was to be on the basketball court. And I'm fortunate right now I can do it full time. I don't need to split it, but I'm still trying to make my way. But it's my full-time job, I'll say right now. So those names that I'm giving you right now, it's very concrete, very simple. The one guy, he is, as I said, my mentor, my protege. So I look at him, I get all the ideas. Now, what he was concentrating on most, he was concentrating, first of all, you have to be a student. Second, you have to be athlete. So that's simple, right? We have to encourage kids to have good grades, to have to be a good community service, like be nice, be kind, be gentle, humble. Those are the qualities that are overall accepted in the society, right? And I know that the kids that we work with are very, very special in this way, because you guys do an amazing job with your kids. I noticed they pick up information fast. They're really kind. They say thank you, they say please. They just kind of look in you and you can understand that they understand you. So in that way, you are lucky, because in other countries, for example, like Russia where I work, Lithuania, sometimes we have this barrier where kids are not picking up the information fast. So I think in this aspect, you're doing a really great job. And the kids are really responsive and the kids are really growing fast. To be honest, I expected to be worse. And I was surprised how those kids are good compared to what I expected. But the credit due to you. So the basis, we have to be concentrated on what are we raising. We should be raising the people, the good people who are going to be doing jobs for years, because very little percent will play professionally. I guess you agree with me. So if we will do that and we use basketball court as a platform and the basketball as a tool, then we can demand more. Don't put basketball up on top, because this is temporary. The diploma, the university degrees, those are the things that are gonna last forever. But then after this, you can kind of put more and more stuff. And those other people that are there, like Gannon Baker, Kevin Eastman. Who heard Gannon Baker? Yes? Everybody should look into him more because that's what he does. He teaches young kids all the way up to professional players how to improve in the skills aspect. So yes, get that name. And you have to sometimes invest in yourself. And this is one of the best ways of what I found out is I invest in those DVDs and I get something back. And every video that I watch gives me something. And then I can build my base. So as you, from where you can find that information when you feel like you're dry. And then this next guy, Kevin Eastman, he's an NBA big name. He works for Los Angeles Clippers. Actually, Kevin Sutton and Kevin Eastman are those two friends. So I'm kind of having I don't know how to say, but some sort of connection that leads to the NBA's team, one of the top, how to say, leaders who is responsible for basketball operations. So if you watch Los Angeles Clippers basketball, this is some of the things that I try to model. So what it is, attractive basketball, it's fast-paced, it's a lot of in-downs, we're coming up like JJ Redick, like other shooters, and Chris Paul, of course, good ball handler. And what I'm leading this to is, we have to look at the very best, in my opinion. If we look at the best level, and we try to give those kids the idea that what they do can be great, then I think that can encourage them to get better even more. What I'm trying to say is, we have to give them what's best right now. We can't spend so much time on the basic stuff, because basic is very mundane. Basic can sometimes be so boring for the kids that they lose motivation. So what I do right now with the 12-year-olds, for example, in this camp, I give them the same thing I give them to professionals. Because they can get that feel of what it's like, for example, guys, can I get a couple of you? Okay? Kind of get loose a little bit while I'll speak for another guy. I'll just show a few of the just basic movements of what this age group can do. Okay? In that list that I will send you, it's going to be a lot of that. So just kind of just give you the feel of it. And the last guy is Mike Procopio. He is Dallas Mavericks player development top person. And he has some DVDs about how to train young people as well. And those are the basic stuff, but it can be helpful. So invest in yourself. This is like my message. You can always get more advantage because what you invest, you get back twice or 3 times more. And it goes in many aspects of life. So by that being said, yes, we'll show you some stuff with the kids. I'll try to be really quick, but the whole process is we need to start with the warm-up. So if we have a good warm-up, we can then really get going, because I really demand that speed that's going to be in the game. So if we can get the speed in practice, which we will do in the game, then by that we're going to get better, and we're going to get more confident. And overall, the kid's going to feel at the end of the practice that he really going to get something in the future from it. So warm-ups, there are many of them on the YouTube, okay? But I try to stick on basics. Just move the shoulders, stretch the quads, hips, really big attention on the abdomen. It's got to be engaged before we do it. Then, in the beginning, it's mostly ball handling, because what it does, it gets you in a static position, you're really driving that ball, you're really getting into this basketball position, what I say, because everything happens from here. Defense, shooting, dribbling, passing, getting for the box out, posting up. When they do a lot of ball handling, they're getting ready in this position. So everything goes from here. After that, we start close. So for example, we would do basic mic drill. Everybody knows mic drill. We're not going to show it, okay? But let's say we did some mic drill. Then we're going to do, get balls, guys? We're going to do some runners, okay? So let's say if we want to introduce a runner, which is becoming more and more popular in the game. More and more players, they try to shoot this one-legged shot, when they get up in the air and they toss above the high person. And even though they're 12 years old, it doesn't matter, you can still teach them. So the progression will be like this. The first week, or maybe the first 2 weeks, they just start here. So guys, we're gonna start here. We're gonna put our left feet, and we're gonna jump up, and we're gonna shoot that floater. Right hand. Yep, just toss that ball up. And we go in circle. Now, stop, good, that's good. What do you want to do when you teach that? You want to pick up 3 things. For example, when you emphasize in some skills, so floater, what it emphasizes? It emphasizes, in my skill development, it's heel to toe. Second thing, the knee goes up. You got to fire the knee up so it will give you the opportunity to explode. And then you got to follow with your eyes. Because even Michael Jordan says, you make layups with your eyes. So this is a layup. So I just shoot a layup. Even though I missed, I still go back in the line. And if I told the players, guys, we really need to go heel toe, we bring the knee up, and we shoot with our eyes. And if they really need to improve, they will be like, okay, next time I'll come, I'll do heel toe, I do the knee up, and then I follow with the eyes. Okay? So go ahead, remember those 3 things, and really try to drive up, bring the knee up, and follow with your eyes. Good job. So that would be it. So for say, I would pick 2 finishes for that day. So the next finish can be a floater, which is off 2 feet. So it'll be like right, left, push off into a shot. So again, guys, it's got to be right, left, push shot, going upwards. Okay? And emphasizing the same thing, except it's a 2 feet layup floater. And again, eyes up. Okay, it's got to be right, left, and you got to raise that hand up to the sky. Okay, follow with the eye. Right, left, and push out. He decided to do it with 1 hand, but usually we do it with 2. Okay. Okay, and stop. Good. So usually I go for 10 makes. So 10 makes is good enough. Okay, so they got what now? They got confidence because they started close to the basket. And usually we should start with the kids at that age close to the basket because it's really hard for them to push a shot away from far distance. It requires just more energy, more effort. They're not that strong to have it consistently. So afterwards, we will shoot some free throws. I would say 10 free throws and you count. If you make 8, you don't do running. If you say made 6, then you go twice maybe to the half court, or if it's older guys, they can go full court, because it's always something that responsibility can teach us. It's like, take those shots that require no energy with full concentration. So we're not going to shoot free throws, but this is something for you. Like you did the segment, you can say, okay guys, 10 free throws, and they rest, and they play mental game with their shot because they're tired, and then they have something to do with conditioning. Because if they don't make shots, they get conditioned. Okay? That means they're struggling somewhere. After that, we would move away. So the next thing would be introducing the simple, basic changing direction move. So we would have 3 spots: middle, side, side. Okay? And we would just do basic crossover. We would imagine that we're attacking the defender, we're making a crossover move, and we're getting into the jump shot. And then again, makes, all about makes. So let's say they need to make 5 shots going right, 5 shots going left, and then change the spots. So we're going to do right now, guys, from the middle. Okay? So it's going to be, again, full speed. So I attack, I change, I stop, I shoot. Next guy goes, attack from the middle, everybody. Attack, 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 change, stop. Okay, you get the idea. And then what they do is they teach themselves, okay, I didn't make it, but I still need 5. So they will find the ways how to make those 5. So they teach themselves if you give them like a homework. So let's say we're done with this. So the next thing can be, again, for example, something of moving without the ball. Guys, let's go down. Let's go down. So introducing him to a curl, coming off the pin down, coming off the down swing, right? So the best way to teach, from my opinion, is to throw the ball for yourself, wait till it bounces, come back, and go for the shot. So kind of shoot it, wait till the ball hits the ground, and then go into the curl shot. Okay? Try it. Wait, and then go. 1, 2. Perfect. The shot. Neck up. Wait, and then go. Shot. Good. It's okay, it's okay. And you always have to encourage them. It's okay, I'll take it, because they just starting to learn this stuff. Yep. And what they do is they teaching themselves perfect how to come off the curl. Okay, so that's something you can do after you did some close to the basket shots, some shots off the move. This is not a hard shot. Okay, last one. And stop. Good job. So again, we pick up 3 spots, okay? We have coming off the down screen, then we can do same thing. From here, let's say I shoot, I wait, I come off, I shoot, then I go to the middle. I do the same thing here. Yeah, I just go to myself. And again, they go for the mates. So 3 spots, that's enough. So that would be 5-5, 5-5, 5-5, 30 mates. That's plenty. And then at the very end, let's say, let's go guys on top, okay? We can do something off the catch. So triple threat, for example, right? We did moving without the ball. We did shots off the dribble. We did finishing at the rim. And right now we're playing triple threat. So the last drill can be landing on 2 feet, riff the ball, one dribble into a shot. Okay, let's try that. Jump stop, grip, dribble, shot. Good. Good sound. Watch out for the travel. And stop. That's enough. And again, 3 spots, 5 makes from one side, from other, from the middle. After that, again, free throws. So like every drill you've done, you can get them free throws, they rest. Okay, but demand of them doing it at full speed. Demand of them the details. Okay, and all those details you can pick up, for example, from Gannon Baker. Okay, again, investing in yourself. Actually, you can get even his curriculum book, which is 180 pages or something more, and it has everything you need to do in order for the players to progress in the right way in every age group, starting at like them 12 years old, even lower at 10, going up all the way to the older ages. So when you really get those players in a good individual shape, when they can really play one-on-one and they can do those things at a consistent level, then you can add up more of 2-on-2, 3-on-3, situational. You have some programs I know that you like, and you can implement those programs into those kids, I would say, game. And then it grows from there. And then afterwards, it's becoming fun, because not a single coach says that he is not satisfied that the player is very good in skills department. Okay, every coach just kind of likes that. So if we get them more confidence, then we get more confidence, and our whole system becomes just pleasure. To be in pleasure, to teach the kids, just be around the community, the parents, because everything goes up from there. So kind of just sum up, I don't know, I'll now leave the questions for you guys. You can ask me and I'll be happy to answer it. But I just gave you the example. Then it doesn't have to be rocket science, especially for the summertime. When it comes to summertime, in Lithuania, more people emphasize these kind of things. We forget 5-on-5s, no team basketballs. Maybe somebody doesn't, but it's becoming more for the improvement. So what you can do right now is kind of, just what I show you, kind of give the idea for the kids as well, that they can come into the gym, they can do this, 10, 10, 10, 10, then they move away, and then go from there. So what I would like to do as well is share all those workouts with you. What I have is I have some videos that I put up together, so I can send them to you through the email as well. It's not too hard. So I can send you a program. It's 1 month of one workout, the second month of different types of workouts. And what you can do is you can get with the kids into the gym and make your life much easier. You don't have to think of what do I need to give them. You can concentrate on your job. Okay? So But that being said, I'll leave now it's time for the questions. Okay, go ahead.
Split them up, or what should we do with them? Because you, of course, you have someone who's brings it front, but you also have someone who brings it front, as you might have.
Well, the first thing is to be a patience. You have to put the patience on you. And then second thing is find more time where you can give 2 blocks. So one block would be those kids that are the new ones, and the other block is the more advanced. Things that I showed, you would leave maybe to more advanced there, because they're pretty good. With the beginners, you should start with the basic stuff, and I kind of gave you the information where you can find the basic stuff.
We also have they're on the same team, and we have to do the same exercise. Okay, maybe 12. So we have to kind of find some way to level use some of the
Okay, well, from my experience, what I learned by being around this Kevin Sutton program is he would put leaders in front of the group. So he would put leaders in the beginning in the line, and he would emphasize, guys, you have to listen with your eyes, you have to listen with your ears. You know, he explained it, and then he gives them opportunity to mess up. He would be like, okay, you know, maybe sometimes ignore it, sometimes encourage, because, like, even for me, the most important thing is if the player tries. You know, if you see that effort in him, if he really tries, then you would definitely give, you know, the same 10. So there's like no direct answer, but again, you kind of have to find a way. The best way, in my opinion, is to give those guys a chance. Sometimes put them with the best guys. So bring 1 or 2 the beginners to the big group and see how they respond. You know, if they respond well, then lead them for the next. If they don't, then, you know, maybe show them that you guys still need to work and give the chance to the other guys. Just kind of try to use those good guys, you know, to pull up those. Exactly. And now we can touch the other subject. The other subject would be, that's what you have to instill into your program. You have to have players that are coaches. So your best guys should be those captains that bring up those guys from the below. What they would need to do is they need to be vocal. Okay, we have same with Lithuania, same in Russia. I know the same in Denmark. We Northerners, we are really closed now. We don't speak. And we have to encourage. One good way. Yeah, absolutely. And you don't exactly. And you make them responsible in front of everybody. You see, if the best player is not doing his best, you say in front of everybody. You make him feel a little bit, you know, shame. Yes, you have to do that sometimes. Afterwards, you bring them and you speak with them in private. Okay? Those are the good rules. Like, if you see something good, you have to, like, praise it in public. And then if something's bad, you know, you don't criticize everybody. Maybe the best player, yes, but if somebody's, you know, the middle or, you know, the lower level, you kind of go with him and you speak, look, maybe you need to do this, maybe, because he's then getting them a little bit into himself. So, yeah, those are the ways. But don't be afraid to put your best guys in the middle. Okay, always try to put them in the situation that they will carry the most responsibility. Put them in the beginning of the line. Okay, ask them if the energy is low. You're like, captain, go speak to your team. Okay, you have, for example, 1 minute to get this, you know, together, because afterwards I'm just gonna follow your lead. If you're not gonna practice the way, you know, I coach, then I'm just gonna go and sit down, and I'm just gonna teach you by sitting down. And do the same. So just, you have to, like, be adult kid, you know, like what Jan Baker says. You have to have a childlike heart, but adult-like mind. And you have to always try to find that middle what helps. So, does that answer the questions? Anybody else?
How much time do you spend
Yeah.
format of 6 years, or would you wait a couple years until they get older and better at that?
The sooner you start, the better. So, like United States, this is the country where I see now on YouTube, on Instagram videos where 5-year-olds are just doing some of the things that it's unbelievable how they can do it at this age. So the sooner you start, the better. And yes, you should start with the shooting forms in the beginning of the practice. So one of the good ways is to just kind of give them basic stuff. For example, one of the good drills is after you do, this basic shooting form, and again, you can find that information on Gannon Baker's stuff. He has the curriculum, but for example, he emphasizes shoot to yourself and hold that left hand like it's your basket, and hold that follow. So for example, the player needs to shoot 20 times. He shoots it, he goes to follow through, the ball hits the left hand. He does that, then he finds a line, he needs to shoot right on the line. If it touches the line, that counts. He needs to make 20. If he misses, he stays on 1. He makes it, that's 2. Then, let's go to the backboard. Let's bring him closer to what is reality. So he needs to aim at the quarter. So it's a straight shot. If the ball comes back, that's good enough. If the ball goes side, you're not shooting straight. So you need to make 20 straight shots before you can do maybe a bank shot. And I missed it. So it's got to be straight. And then you carry on from here, same thing. It's got to be straight. You make 20, you can advance more distance. And again, shoot straight. I missed. But what it does, it again teaches them to shoot straight. So that's what you can do. I know a lot of players, it's tough, but if you have a lot of baskets, you can put 3 players in basket and they compete.
More in regards to how would you prioritize it? Would it be the only thing you do until you get it down? Or, how much time to spend on players dribbling? If you got to practice and they don't pick it up after 10 minutes, do you still?
You move on. Because there's no time. And again, I'll send you what you need to spend on during the practice. And it says how many minutes for this, how many minutes, like 2-hour workout on this. It will save you more time. It will be a good guide. Anybody else? Good? Think we're done?
Okay. I think, thank you. Probably too much on individual work. Eugenio has promised me that this will be about team play. So I think the story still is that working with the young, the under 10s, the under 12s, it's individual work. It's fundamental. It's basics. You haven't talked about it. You talked about playing 2-on-2, 3-on-3. I coach under 12 boys. We play 5-on-5 half the time, which may or may not be right, but that's sometimes it gives fun practice. We try and make rules and special things, but maybe we do it too soon or too much. And you talk, and also you, Coach Darius, you said 5-on-5 is a reward at the end of the practice. Is that right? Coach? 5-on-5 is a reward at the end of practice. It's not really something you do at this age. It's 2-on-2, 3-on-3. 1-on-1. And I think that's a learning. Should we not even play 5-on-5 at this age? Question. Is it too much? Do we do it for the parents? Or to win the league? It doesn't have a purpose. You just want to keep them motivated.